Hey guys, and welcome back to another Cast Iron Wednesday video. Today we are featuring my WagnerWare Sidney O number 8 cast iron skillet. And as you can see, the patina is starting to build up. It's not fully jet black yet, but it's getting there. And I've had some people comment on my channel saying that your cast iron skillet isn't seasoned unless it's jet black. Which, to be honest guys, I don't find that to be true at all. You're not going to achieve that dark patina right away, and mostly you achieve that by just cooking with it, and it's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. It could take a year, maybe two, depending on how much you use it. And it all like I mentioned, it all just depends on what you're cooking, how much you use it. So don't get discouraged if you're restoring a cast iron skillet and it's not fully jet black yet. Like I mentioned, this is going to take time, and don't rush it, because people tend to rush seasoning cast iron skillets, and then at the end the seasoning will flake off or just come off entirely. And I've seen people on YouTube having those issues, and you're not going to achieve, like I mentioned, a jet black patina just right away after you restore, or you're redoing or re-seasoning a piece. Not going to happen. Like I mentioned, it takes time. So don't get discouraged. But anyway, guys, so what I'm doing today is just what I usually do on my channel, guys. I usually fry some chicken tenders. And this for me is, meal prepping. And I also do it for my son as well, just so that I don't have to buy him fast food. And it's not that I don't want to buy him or that I can't. Is that I prefer making, the chicken tenders myself. So I know what's going in it. I'm not adding anything crazy in this, and it's all natural in my eyes. I feel like it's 100 times better than, I'm not bashing McDonald's or Wendy's or any other fast food chain, but those tend to have more preservatives and things like that. And I feel a lot better just feeding this, this kind of chicken to my son and my kiddos. But anyway, what I really wanted to do was actually talk about Wagner. So Wagner was actually a company founded in Sidney, Ohio in 1891 by Milton Wagner and Bernard Wagner. So, they actually were one of the originals, from the, cast iron, I guess you could say, Renaissance in the, in the early 1900s, just, alongside with Griswold and Favorite, and all these other great cast iron companies. But, at one time, Wagner was actually one of the largest American manufacturers of cast iron cookware. So they're not just, a small company that was, around that time just there. Like I mentioned, they were actually, a big company. And their brands included Wagner, WagnerWare, Long Life, National, Wardway, and Ward's Cast Iron. So they, similar to Griswold, they had, I want to say, sister companies or other companies, or sold under different names, just like Griswold. Griswold had Victor, also Wardway, I want to say, and they actually partnered up with Wagner at one point to produce cast iron cookware. So anyway, WagnerWare actually produced items with and without logos. So items without logos were actually sold in department stores, and items that were actually that had the logo were actually sold straight from brochures or stores such as the higher end stores, Montgomery Ward. Those were, I guess you could say, the top tier stores. So you would, if you were gonna pay a pretty penny for your piece, you wanted a logo, you had to go to a store like that or buy directly from Wagner. And like I mentioned, they were a big company, and they produced items until 1994. But from what I know, from what I've heard from other people, at that time, that's when they started producing the 1891 cast iron skillets, from the 90s, that nobody really likes. I'm not saying that they're bad pieces, but just they're not collector items, but they're still, Wagner, and, they're okay. They're not bad. But, like I mentioned, Wagner, great company. Mine is a spinner, and you're going to find most of Wagner skillets to be spinners, but they work great. They're great users, and I love my piece. So anyway, quick video, guys, and I know that this is more informational more than anything else, but I do appreciate your time, and as always, thank you guys for watching.